On a little less than 12 hours until first pitch of the World Series in Los Angeles, where the players are preparing for the heat.
This is a little beyond a dry heat. Temperatures are going to top 100 degrees pre-game, so we're going to talk about how the heat will impact players and play. We've got Kevin Roth, meteorologist for rotogrinders.com. Kevin, thanks for joining us. So let's talk about it. We just heard from Dallas Mike Keuchel, and he gets the mount he'll be on the mound tonight. Let's talk about the heat impact. What do you think about his comments?
I think
because their grip's going to be fine on the bat. I'm trying to think through of why the hitters would be more effective. Dry air, which is more dense and adds a little more drag, but you're saying that the heat will overcome the dry air drag. Is that what you're telling me?
Either team gets more of a benefit from the heat or detriment.
Okay, so what is your forecast for the actual temperature? And you just gave us, the forecast for who's going to win. Back to the city. I think that, will really, they'll have that whole strength behind them as well. All right, Kevin.
Yeah, as you said, they have the weather advantage, so to speak. Kevin Roth from rotogrinders.com. Thank you so much. Tropical update time here, and we're nearing the end of the month of October. But yes, the tropics can still be busy. You go back to 2005, and it was on this date that we were watching and approaching Wilma to South Florida. But today, we don't have anything like that. We have some potential out there. There are some areas of thunderstorms that we're keeping an eye on right here in the Western Caribbean. And while we look at that, I want to point out one more thing. You see how we have this connection to our storm in the Northeast, and we can trail it all the way back down into the southern Gulf of Mexico. There's a tropical connection to all that rain we're getting in the Northeast. And there may be another one by the time we get into the end of the weekend and early next week. Got to keep an eye on this. So right now, this is an invest. This is 93L, winds 35 miles per hour. In the short term, it's about a 10% chance. But in the next 5 days, there's a 50% chance of development happening here. Certainly, this is an area that we look at climatologically at this point in the season. This is where there's usually not a lot of shear, and there's not. Water temperatures are still very warm, and they are. And so right now, it's pretty close to land. But overall, it's just part of this gyre that we have over Central America. We could see this develop into our next system. And if it does, we're going to see that moisture move up. Even if it doesn't, we're still going to see that moisture move up. And as our next trough digs down, and watch this happen, we will watch for that to help pick up some of this moisture, bring that into Florida. So regardless of whether this thing develops into our next system or not, we'll get some of the tropical moisture into South Florida, and we'll get that moisture tap right into the Northeast by next Monday. So yes, get ready for some more heavy rain back into your forecast with a sort of tropical DNA to it. Then we've got some heavy rain that we need to talk about in Hawaii, and the connection to that with this overall pattern that we're in. We have to go back to the Western Pacific and to Japan, where over the weekend we saw the landfall of Lan. That happened, and then that helped influence a jet stream to take a nosedive right here over the Central Pacific. That is allowing a front to move into Hawaii, where tremendous rain is happening right now. 9.5 inches in Ka'anapali. 9.5 inches of rain, and there's still more to come. You can see this very heavy rain just training right over here. Severe thunderstorm warning, too. Pretty rare for Hawaii to get that. Includes parts of Ka'alui until 3:15 local time.